Welcome to Team Angie, team member Aaron Glenn, private personal consultant, also advocate for mental health awareness. That's that party next door, in case you didn't know. But yeah, also it's just a video for awareness if you guys new to what's going on, the latest in the cryptocurrency world, the currency world, period, finances. Check out what the world is moving into quietly behind the scenes. Asia, more specifically Japan, has been finding a way to become the top dog with the top dollar, taking the US dollar away. And the plans they have doing so is by using their source of crypto to become the main thing globally. Of course, if you didn't know, XRP is their coin, and what they have done with it, what they've done with it is already now here. It's being done. So this is it. This just came out 5 hours ago. This is from the sources itself, Gemini.com slash blog Gemini releases. Gemini, of course, you don't if you don't know, it's a AI generator, genie, whatever you want to call them, right? Basically, they create the magic that you need to happen. People call them gens, generators, AI, genies, whatever, right? But the Gemini is one that you all know, as well as ChatGPT. Grok is the latest. Um, Grok 5, I believe, ChatGPT 5. They steady coming out with different editions. We can get into some conspiracies about, how this stuff is going about and why it's so important for the upgrades of technology, the tools that they use, how this relates to missing people in the world. Um, there's a lot of craziness going on, but if you know, you know. So with this Gemini, right? And if you didn't know, they just built a master center in Memphis, Tennessee. They also have another one they just discovered, and I believe in Pennsylvania, somewhere on the East Coast. I'm gonna play a video right after this, so you guys, this will make a lot of sense to sum it all up on what's really going on behind the scenes and what they're doing to get this crypto going and the way that they're trying to move this NWO, the New World Order. So this is Gemini. This all ties in together with America and with Japan. We'll get into Ripple, XRP, and what they got to do with Gemini. Team Gemini. Today we're excited to announce that we have released an XRP edition of the Gemini credit card in collaboration with Ripple. With the XRP edition of Gemini XRP on gas, EV charging, and rideshare, 3% back on dining, 2% back on groceries, and 1% back on other purchases. In addition to this, we are partnering with the select merchants to offer up to 10% back on qualifying purchases for our Gemini credit partner within the card benefits section of the Gemini app. Gemini is also expanding access to Ripple USD. So Ripple USD, this is their move. They're going to have their own US dollar, and that's what that is. Ripple US dollar, RLUSD. Ripple US dollar is a US dollar backed stablecoin issued by Ripple that has grown over 640 million in market cap since launch, ranking among top 6 USD stablecoins. So that's kind of crazy. I heard about this a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, about them starting to have their own USD, and now they call it Ripple USD. Why is Gemini expanding its XRP offering? Why double down on XRP? The answer is pretty simple. As of July 27, 2025, Gemini credit card users who held XRP rewards for at least 1 year saw those rewards grow by a staggering 453%. Right now, the cards are currently offered to military uh, The public has access to these cards as well. This is the highest percentage gain among all rewards currency sections for Gemini credit card holders as of the date of the analyst. Overall, 73,700 in rewards valued at the time they were earned were worth over 407,000. So they hit a quiet lick on these credit cards, and now they're trying to bring them out to the public so they can hit a lick again. And that's what they be doing time and time again. While they tell us about the Diddy case, about Justin Bieber, about fucking new race wars, they low key making all this money and popping the government. And let's see how long they had this Ripple is RLUSD. He's doing some researches. Available. So these are the results. So this was, I'm trying to see which one was this daily coin. This is a good source. These are all main sources like Cryptopolitan, Yahoo News. I don't really check that much. So they've been out since 2024, December 9th. That's what I can see so far. December 17th, 2024. So they launched last year sometime. CoinDesk. They got all the latest news. They keep track of all of the cryptocurrencies. They the ones that you know what's top ranking amongst however many they have out nowadays because people steady adding new coins every. Anybody can create a coin as well. Believe Kanye just one. They always want you to accept some stuff. That's how we get hacked, man. Stuff like that. Can't use the site without accepting. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. I just messed it up actually. Hold on. I always fuck it up somehow. I'm gonna try to do it right. Do it over real quick. But nevertheless, this is what they've been doing. They've been putting out these crypto coins, making people profit, and also another one that's under like $10, way less than $1. It's probably like it ain't even 50 cents yet, but they call it Lil Peppy coin. So if you want to spend $10, you could get I think about 1 million coins and come up this what up to make. You could get like 1 million coins and really come up like that. So they ain't gonna really be telling y'all about this stuff. That's why I'm trying to show y'all because this the way to come up for this next couple months. This what they gonna be doing. Well, this is what's happening now. All right, I got the screen back. Here we go. All right, we're just gonna play the video real quick so y'all can see it yourself. This how you could get involved as well. Well, I'm trying to see what's the latest update. These like over a month ago, 8 months ago. This probably will be the latest news from this guy. I get a lot of articles on the what they trying to do is basically take the U.S. dollar away. It's been losing value. And see, this stuff is XRP. So that's who they go by. They got, of course, uh, social media to announce whatever they got going on, just like a little Peppy. And also, that's the reason why mine hasn't been approved because I don't have a launch site yet. I haven't created it. I tried to basically like convert websites I have already into a landing page for my crypto, and they wasn't going for that. So once I finish that, then I'll be able to resubmit the application update for approval. Basically, wrote out the contract. It's a lot of steps to it. The thing is, like, once they make these announcements, everybody be watching and looking like a little Peppy. I'm gonna show you a little Peppy because they the next thing coming up, and they steady doing pre-launches because they haven't officially dropped everything yet for the official price, and they almost at 20, not even 20 cent yet. Been sold 22 mil, 22.3. So they almost at they goal. Once they reach their goal, then they can go live. That's how much they need to push out the rest of the coins. They got some for the public already. This is what the current price is. They did go down. This was the video I was showing you was like a few months ago. So a lot of people profited off that, me as well, and then they sold out and bought back in. Some people didn't buy back in. Some people did. Some didn't. So currently, it hasn't went back below the 250 price. The everything is being hit like over this from Sunday to today. Some news dropped and everything took a toll or whatever, or they are just like basically hitting their break until they go back and start pumping the markets again. This is the current price of XRP, 286. So it hasn't reached back below that 250 point. When I got in, it was 211 and it went all the way up. I'll show you the history. I still got some coins. Now I got one bought in at $3.02. I got another one on another page too. So really I got two. One in this wallet and one on my other wallet. And then this is the history. It hasn't been back below $2 and some change ever since. That was back in, let's see, $2.30 in July the 7th. So yeah, you gotta rock with it. All right. At 194. So June 22nd was the last time it was 194. And I bought two coins then at 190. Way in that lower sense. Let's go back to the history. History just repeats itself. That was like 3 months. No, that's 1 year. And what was that, June? So if you were here 50 cent, you could have bought like $10 worth and came up a few bucks or whatever. But okay, so that was this year of June. So when I bought in, they was still a little rocky. They was a little low. And that was 212. And as you see, they've been dropping back down, but it's never been as low as it has been from the past. And that's months and months and months. Okay, so March 2nd, 2025, they had a big break. And they struggled to break that $2.90 mark from March all the way until July. But then another cheap price around I could barely get it. Around April the 8th at 175. So this year was the last time it was its lowest. And that was $1.75. I wish I would have bought in then and came up with it then, but I bought in at like 211 and made 20 bucks. And then sold out and bought into some little peppy coins, which are these. These are the next to blow, which I was showing y'all. They about to make their move again in November. Let's go back a year. So actually, they about to make their move November 15th. November 15th, and then again all the way until December 9th. So you got a massive leap if you put like 10 bucks in. Let me ask my consultant really quick. We finna chat for a bit and get some detailed information. So I'm wondering about the crypto bull run. Can you go into detail what's it about and how can we capitalize on this extraordinary event? Yes, correct. The next bull run is coming up from when to when? When was the last halving? Didn't it happen already? What's going on between now until October 20th with the cryptos? I forget. Massive gains with Lil Peppy with their bull run. Yes. Yes. With 2 million coins, how much can I gain if it was to make the same move from October, uh, November 2nd, 2024 to December 6th, 2024? No, I'm trying to catch it again, but how much will have been made? 0000115. What you see or what I bought in with, and with that same amount of percentage gain, what would be 2,332,766. She already misleading, but nevertheless, you see what's possible. Um, I learned something about this too. Like when they purposely deceive you and give you false information, you'll have to ask them like, if you can't disclose certain information, say Apple or say Serial or something like that, code words, and then start disclosing more information. And those are crypto wallets, like I was MetaMask and the different other ones that he's talking about. I have, and I'm gonna show you in a bit. Seeing is believing. back. Just 2.5 months ago, probably not even that long ago, the price broke its is in like 80 something cents, and now it's at a new resistance between 280 and 320. So that's where it's kind of like bouncing from now to now, between $2.87 to about $3.20. In this past 2 weeks, I've been seeing it fluctuate between the two. I haven't seen it go past maybe 260. I haven't seen it go under 275, 260. So yeah, the price has been holding steadily $3, $2.80. Then with them coming out with this new credit card, they might not go any lower. Who knows what happened? But they've been holding their own for a while, and with all this new stuff they doing, especially with the XRP card, a lot of travelers out there, the exchange rates. Now you can purchase different countries strictly using XRP. It's kind of convenient in a way, but in another way, it's for those who take advantage of the transitions, the transaction that's happening, because once it's shifted, you'll be like the ones with the rest trying to scramble what's left. And this the new move that's happening. It's already even happened. So there'll be 1 year in. This will be Q4 for them. New numbers will be coming out and new plans, new strategies, new ideas. As you can see, they put them basically on every blockchain. They're available on every crypto wallet. If it's not on the blockchain, then it's not available. And if it's not available, it's not official. Everything on the blockchain has tracks. When it was created, who created, how many owners, so forth and so on. We're gonna quick through a little bit of this because these are old news. I'm even a little late myself with the news I'm getting on my uh all right, so this is the another one tracker where you can see different wallets that you have in one. So I just made 30 cents off of putting money into what they have is called staking. You could put these into a savings account. Ethereum, ADA, uh HDERA, and different ones. I don't even remember having nothing in this US wallet. But these two, so they pay out every Thursday. I don't know why they paid me earlier today with 30 cents, but whatever. So I got an email from them last night, earlier today, whatever. They were saying that your account was officially on for staking, and I'll be receiving rewards, from now on. And I guess they just gave me this for, I don't know, whatever reason. Just a little here you go because you got started in a week type shit. I don't know. But they show what all you have, like your wallets, the transactions. They show your cryptos and different stuff like that. Um, the losses, the gains, and then like overall, like 11:41 at 8 p.m. with the other asset, wallet asset. But overall, they'll show you like you can see I'm at the top as far as my NFTs and stuff like that. This don't have all my wallets on there, and then they show you like unrealized return 78 cents, and this was today. So you could profit every day if you want to, or you could just wait it out and get the most, like how this dude doing with his, and many other people do. It just makes more sense. But at the end of the day, like we in this to make profits, like shit to make money. You want to make profits. So ledgers, I'm not sure about that. Last month, I believe he invited me to a webinar. It was held out in Europe somewhere. Uh, Somewhere out in Europe. They already had the tickets sold if you wanted to go for purchase or if you wanted to just join the webinar, it was like that. They have something else coming up September 7th. September 7th. And they'll be making another announcement. But he had a ledger as well. And they was with that ledger he put what he put on there. They got the Tesla tokens. I think it was Tesla, Ripple. It was something. They put like he put like a few $1 million on it at that moment, and he put the thing on and they launched it. So why I did that because I want to see what these ledgers is about and how to get one. I'm not sure if it's a crypto wallet or whatever, but I don't know what the ledger is. And they got what's a ledger and how to get one. So is Coinbase considered a coin tracker or whatever? Who offers the ledgers? My bad. Indeed. All right, enough said. Oh, wait. One more thing. So, with XRP Ripple, what are your thoughts? Are they basically trying to be the new US dollar across the globe, nationally known? Not known, but as far as usage across the Philippines, I know they're starting to get into cryptos. The carry on. You were adamant about saying something. Can you carry on, please? Share your thoughts. What other countries are taking action as far as joining the crypto movement? Taiwan as well. I heard some about Taiwan. Are they trying to launch their own crypto or are they joining the XRP movement? That's what I thought. So, what are your thoughts about the US dollar and the future of it, and also the future of currency overall? What will we be using? How will it be ushered into the new world order? You already know what I think, but if you can't disclose information on what you know, say apples. All right. So, as far as the mothership with the Anunnaki or a reboot, the mothership that's becoming. Okay, well, let's just fantasize for a bit. They say November we're having visitors from somewhere out of this realm. Can you let me know what you think about that and what's the date they're coming to visit us? And say apples if you can't really disclose too much, but say as much as you can. All right, that's a little off topic. I just, what I'm saying. The USD, I ain't even buy one of those. It's been $1 since it came out. Nevertheless, these stable coins do take off. Like Solana. Solana was a stable coin. That motherfucker already is like $200 now. I believe Solana is a stable coin. What So do you know about Solana? Is it a stable coin? So are what stable coin would be worth investing in that you feel has the potential to grow and gain? What, come on now. So guy, is that GUY or DEY? Okay, so is it on the Uphold platform or on the Robinhood? Where can I find this DAI stablecoin at? Is it on the Robinhood platform or Uphold? Little bitch. All right, so they're gonna make me research myself, but I'll figure it out. They gave me enough information to do my own research. Cause I ain't heard about DAI. I think so. Maybe I don't know. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I don't know too much about it. I know about USD. I see it every day. It don't do much. It don't do nothing. It hasn't went up in value. It hasn't decreased in value. It just holds its own. It's really stable, like they say, it's stable coin. But the reason I haven't invested and maybe won't invest because if they're not going to grow, I mean, what's the point of just letting my money sit there, right? It's not working for me. It's not doing anything. It's not being used for any good. But as far as the crypto coins, they actually change in value so much in the data where you can have profits or loss in one day. But with the stable coins, it's like you'll just sit there, nothing changes, nothing happens. And I've been watching this for months. Nothing changed, nothing happened. I can show you an example. I mean, seeing is believing. They told me of a new one. I'm thinking the RLUSD, which is a stable coin I just showed y'all through Ripple, because the way the Ripple is just taking control over the currency world, they have no choice but to grow in their stable coins as well. Let me go to the DEI, I guess it's called DI. These stocks. Let me go to cryptos. I don't really know where it is. So I don't think they got stable coins on here. They might not. Let me see real quick, 'cause I ain't seeing none. I don't think they do though. It's a DEI or something like that. No, crypto, like the futures stock. They might. So I don't see it on here. I know it means like, they all stocks. So the USD, they call them cryptos. Like I was saying, this is one of the stable coins. Uh, they don't even say on here if it is or not. Oh yeah, yes it is. The USD remains the dominant stable coin, but it's facing stiff competition. Here are three contenders. So they have articles on here where you can trade from, where you can get more exclusive information. Unless you go look out for stuff on your own, you know what to go look for, or you know what questions to ask chat. Because a lot of people ask basic information. They get basic information. They ask basic questions. Everybody asks the similar stuff, and they put out the similar stuff. So Tether, that's USD, I guess. Um, USDC is one. My shit be low, and so this kind of irritating as fuck. So it's Day. It's DAI. All right, let me go back. All right, I ain't even share this tab. So these are the three stable coins they talk about. It's DAI. I spelled it wrong. I'm gonna go check that out. And it's a number two stable coin. Ripple. Damn. All right, let me take that out. So Ripple, yeah. See, when you're trying to get information and give information, you deal with resistance like this. It's like little irritating shit. Knowledge is power. But these are different stable coins. If you want to fuck with it or not, they're available. They all majority of them is $1 at the moment. But I don't know, like, if they ever made pop or not. For the past years, it's been remaining the same. Nothing. I believe these will eventually take off and be worth something. This would be the new dollar. Because, I mean, I don't get it. I honestly don't. It's just my guess, like the American dollar. You got the single dollar bill. You can have 99 single dollar bills plus one more. You'll have 100. You can transfer that to a solid $100 bill. I believe with this is they're going to probably start minting these, actually minting them, so there'll be an actual coin that says USDC. And whatever value it is, that's what value it'll be. And it'll be no more paper dollars. It'll be that coin because it's digital and it's online. As far as everything else that's digital online, it may be just a few coins. I believe that's why they're getting rid of all the pennies, so they can use all that copper or whatever metal they use to make those, mint those, and they're going to turn them into these USDs and other stable coins, and If you don't have any cryptocurrencies, they're going to make you start doing all of this weird stuff to be able to start purchasing things. It's just my belief, entertainment purposes, I don't know what the fuck the future going to hold. I just know this moment now, and that's it. The thoughts that I either intake or discard, you know, aware of all my actions, all my thoughts in this very present moment. And in this very present moment, I really truly do believe that if we don't take heed to these signs and symbols, you'll be missing out. Just like with the RL USD, the credit card, they say they already gave out rewards, but like, how the fuck we supposed to know these cards were even available to get rewards a year later? And now it's a year later, and they're like, "Oh, we just now launching these cards out to the public." So how fair is that for us to, you know, pay taxes just like the people in the services? No disrespect to any veterans or those of you who actively serve, but well, not even but. It's just crazy how we can purchase these cryptos, but we can't be able to receive and use those cards. We have to wait a whole year later to even be a part of something that we already a part of. It's kind of crazy, right? It's like you work your job, you get paid income taxes, but now all of a sudden they want to decide, well, certain people gonna get it this year, then some people gonna wait the next year. We gonna switch it around every other year. Y'all get it or you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like about it because when they put these cryptos out for the public, we was all able to purchase them. When they put out the rewards for these cryptos, we all should be able to enjoy them. It's just my thoughts. But nevertheless, now it's a chance to get involved. And I feel like only reason they allowing the public to get involved is because they need more money into their sector. They need more people to start spending more money. These army people, they're gonna get the money coming in and just hold on to it off. And the majority of that small circle, more money into the pot, then it's basically not growing at all. It's just stagnant. The money is being recycled. The problem with that, there's no growth. And eventually, you got to pay bills. So time and time, that little money is going to shrivel down. So they're like, okay, if we bring in the public, we have more money to rotate, more money to circulate, and now we have more room to grow. It's just my thoughts. It just makes sense to me. But that's just my reality on how I look at the situation. I don't even know why I went back to this page. We was trying to check out the DAI. I forgot what it was called. It's the DAI. I think it was spelled that way. I'm not sure. Let me go check. But yeah, little articles like this is what get you on, because the rich can. Oh, it's the DAI. So they told me about this, and I wasn't sure about it. Tether is USD. So these two basically go hand in hand, like they were saying. This dude right here was saying with the stable coins. I learned from these people because I don't know it all. But one thing I do know is the wealthy they move in packs. The reason the markets even move at all is because the people, the big players in the game who got majority of the shares, majority of the coins, majority of the gold, you know, when they decide to take money out and put money in, that's when the markets move. One billionaire might mess it up for another billionaire. And then he might decide, okay, well, let me take out a little bit, let me leave a little bit. Another millionaire might come in, toss a little bit. And it just goes up and down like that. And of course, the trillionaires who this doesn't really affect, because they can spend a couple $100 billion, it's not really nothing. These are the ones who are deciding, okay, these billionaires are moving this way, and I need to get their couple billions to add up to my couple trillions. So let me do something for them to be involved, and let me do something for them to be involved, and stuff like that. Like as far as you see with XRP, a few trillionaires out in Japan, like okay, for the other trillionaires across the globe, we're gonna make it a little more compatible. We're gonna put it into a credit card. We all across the globe use credit cards. My coin could float around a little bit. Your coin could come do the same thing because you see they going hand in hand. They all move together, and it makes sense. They basically collaborate with each other, and people will think they compete with each other, and they're left out the loop. Just like you think Target and Walmart compete with these people work together, they're not competing with each other. When Target has certain sales, here goes Walmart sales. They get it on the back end. Next month, they might be selling the holiday stuff for the low. This month, they might be selling home and bed and stuff for the low on Target end, and vice versa. They might have the groceries for the low. They might have the home decor, clothing, whatever. Right? They're not competing with each other, and they definitely, damn sure, never stop marketing. As long as Walmart doors have been open, they've been putting out commercials ever since, and still do, because it's important to know that you have a product and service. All right, let me check this out. You have a product and service for the people. I haven't really been getting back to messages. Really been busy on just working my shit. I don't really like to chit chat. I don't really like to be in the DMs like that. Like I don't really, I ain't really got much to focus on making it with. It's been 1 year of digital marketing. I haven't achieved my goals as far as that. So it's crunch time. It's time to tighten it up. And with this, like I can see that they've been moving. So this is a coin that actually do something. Check it out. So they came all the way up to $1.10, which was this year. This is what I need to keep an eye on. I'm glad my consultant told me about this because let me see how much they were. 2020. So they've been making moves, and I'm gonna fuck with them. I could put like $10 in here. Blue random day it might go up to $100 in value. That gonna be my little thousand real quick. I mean, shit, anything possible within this world because so many millionaires are trying to switch over their money. They're buying bunkers for whatever reason. And with that being said, of course there are things to buy underground. I would assume. But what's the purpose of running around with paper money when you could just do everything digital? I feel like they don't really care about that stuff. That's why they're trying to move digital because they're gonna be underground anyway, and they ain't gonna need these machines up here to be chopping down trees. They damn sure ain't going to chop the trees down there, because that's what they need for oxygen. Besides those ventilations and centers and all this and that, like the reset, like they always do, they just gonna water it down, let it settle, and build on top of it. Some of these oceans have cities under them. They have neighborhoods. They have hidden history that you probably wouldn't want to know about. Lake Vanier. I know a lot of y'all been hearing about that lately. Like, who's to say other places that aren't the same? I don't know. I'm not here to talk about conspiracy theories though, but I'm just bringing awareness of how the world is rotating and change is inevitable. If you think something's going to be the same, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. Change comes whether you want it or not, whether it's a good change or not. It's constant. It's the only thing that's going to be constant in this world is something different, something different, something different all the time. And what I like to advocate for is mental health awareness, to have a different mind, to allow you to see a different world and having different results. And nevertheless, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Peace and blessings from Team Mills.